guys, Erin and Dusty here, and welcome back to EatMoveRest.
So it's getting nice outside, and Erin and I woke up with a spring cleaning bug this morning. Scrubbed the floors, vacuumed, opened the fridge and thought, man, this thing needs it the most.
So one of the questions we get the most often is, where do I start with a plant-based diet? It can seem like a daunting task to cut out all of the junk food, but our best advice is just to start fresh, literally.
Yeah.
Wipe down your refrigerator, toss out processed stuff, expired stuff, junk food, and start completely fresh, clean slate. Run to the grocery store, get your fruits and vegetables, and restock.
Yep, we're gonna show you guys that now.
I'm going to show you guys what I like to do with my herbs. Here we've got a fresh batch of organic cilantro, which we put on our salads, we juice it. Just go ahead and rinse the stems under some cold water and give them a nice snip. This way they're ready to plop into some filtered water and they will drink it up. This will prolong the life of your herbs and keep them crisp and fresh for possibly up to 2 weeks as opposed to just a couple of days, especially with cilantro. It's really easy to store it for a long time this way. I literally get like 2 weeks out of it. And then this is Italian parsley. That one doesn't last quite as long, but the water does help. And then what I do with basil's a little bit more touchy. I recommend if you buy basil, like use it within a day or two. But I like to rinse it and then sandwich it between a couple of damp paper towels, and that helps the basil to stay fresh. And then just pop that in your refrigerator.
Okay, so some of you guys might have tuned into our vegan food haul video. If not, you can go back and check that out. On that one, we had everything spread out, but since we already put the other stuff in the fridge, we're just gonna show you guys what we actually leave out of the fridge on the counter.
Yeah, so everything you see here is best left out because they continue to ripen after harvested. For example, bananas, they'll start out really green and they'll continue to get spotty as they get more ripe, so leave those out of the refrigerator. Mangoes, same thing, they'll start out really hard. If you've ever eaten a bad mango or chopped a bad pineapple, chances are that it tasted disgusting because it wasn't fully ripe.
Yeah.
So the riper, the better. They'll continue to get sugarier and sweeter and softer.
So the pineapples too, a little trick that we've learned recently is to snap the top off and to actually store them upside down. It's been said, we've watched a couple other YouTubes, and this one guy explained how the sugars actually will drift down to the top as opposed to sitting like this, because you'll often find when you cut it, the bottom's sweeter. Well, if you flip it, you disperse that sugar and it tastes good all the way through.
Yeah, so it seems to be working out, so we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah.
Avocados are another one. They're always rock hard. It's super hard to find one in the stores that's not like completely mushy or not
Super
rock solid.
hard. Yeah.
So leave them out. You'll know when they're just barely soft. They're ready to go. And then these are two of our dry foods that we also leave out. These are like basically vegan, whole food, plant-based candy.
Yeah.
Dried mangoes and
Dates.
dates.
Yeah.
Sweeten anything. Throw dates in your smoothies, and it'll take it from a 5 to a 10.
Yeah. Or from a 10 to a 12. They're that good.
Yeah. So this is all the stuff that we like to leave out of the refrigerator, and now that we have the fridge completely stocked with our haul for the next 5 days or so, we'll give you guys a quick tour of that.
Yep.
We'll just start here on the top shelf. In the back, we've got some leftovers. We've got leftover mashed potatoes, brown rice, and some Indian cauliflower and peas. So that's up there in the back. And then we've got sauerkraut, pickles, miso, and some Ezekiel bread. Those are just things that we almost rarely use. So we've got up front fresh berries. Can't live without those. I usually like to rinse those in a mesh strainer and then pour them onto a fresh towel and let them set out to dry. And then of course recycle these. We've got a super ripe papaya that I'm not quite ready to chop, so I've got it in there to keep it at the freshness and ripeness that it's at currently. Got a couple heads of cauliflower and a head of purple cabbage. These are awesome cabbage we put on almost all of our salads every night. And then cauliflower is good. You can make cauliflower rice. You can make raw vegan pizza crust. And then I've got my fresh cilantro and parsley in their jars there. Ripe avocado. They keep pretty well if they're ripe. Put them in the refrigerator. Got little mini peppers. Those are awesome on salads. Then I've got all my rainbow bell peppers here, and then the pepper keepers for half chopped ones, which really work out great. A little bit of shredded veggies there for salads. Lemon. Bottom shelf, I've got all the fresh greens. We've got a huge tote of baby spinach, and then 2 heads of romaine, 1 head of this really beautiful purple romaine. Lacinato kale, 2 heads of that. 2 heads of curly kale. So keeping those easily accessible. Bottom shelf here, we have plenty of cucumbers and zucchini. Zucchinis are great for zoodles. You can also make koodles, cucumber noodles. A little bit of extra purple romaine. I don't see it very often, so I had to get a couple heads of that. The fruit drawer is packed full of fully ripened grapefruits and citrus. I've got some of these medium-sized oranges here for juicing, and then these baby ones are just good to grab and go or throw on a salad. And I've got some Honeycrisp apples and Pink Ladies. I do like to keep these varieties of apples in my refrigerator just because it keeps them extra crisp. And then lots of citrus. We use our limes and our lemons for squeezing into our waters, squeezing on our salads, making salad dressings, you name it. Citrus is bomb. And then helpful tip for the kiwis. These little fuzzy creatures tend to make a mess in your produce drawer, so we just started keeping ours in a little glass dish. In this bottom drawer, I've got 2 heads of celery, a huge bag of carrots, some fennel in the back. Fennel is really great for digestion. Slice that on your salads. Couple heads of green onions. Love green onions. The fresh basil I showed you guys. And then some beets, great for juicing. Over here I've got some ginger and turmeric root, great in smoothies, great for digestion, anti-cancer, rosemary and oregano herbs, and then spice jars filled with hemp, sesame, coconut flakes, chia, cacao, and flaxseed, all great for smoothies and smoothie bowls. And then more citrus overflow. Over here we've got some more superfoods, extra hemp seeds and coconut, matcha green tea we don't really use a whole lot of anymore, but it's in there. Rose water, nutritional yeast, really great, B12 fortified, high in protein. Water is king. We've got a big shelf here for water. and condiments that are rarely used down here. So that was the refrigerator tour, and I'm going to show you guys real quick our freezer. We got one of these bottom drawer freezers because we needed more space up top, but we've got some organic shelled and not shelled edamame, peas. That's about it. And then down here, we typically have literally about 5 times the amount, but these are how we keep our frozen bananas. Dragon fruit, frozen dragon fruit or pitaya packs, acai packs, and then tons of frozen berries. We've got huge bags of strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, cherries, even some figs in there and some mangoes. If you guys enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and hit that little bell notification. That'll keep you updated when we release our new videos. And visit the EatMoveRest.com blog and website for more tips and tricks and tools that you can use in the kitchen.
We'll see you guys soon.
Bye. And eat, move, and rest your best.